Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1969 Seattle Pilots What If Scenario. Today's matchup features the California Angels versus the Seattle Pilots at Six Stadium. On the mound for the Angels today is George Brunet, whose record is 9-9 with a 3.67 ERA. And pitching for the Pilots today is Gene Brabender, whose record is 9-2 with a 3.04 ERA. So we won game one of the series in dominating fashion. We put up 13 runs. We had an 11-run inning in yesterday's ball game where we sent 13 batters to the plate. It was, I believe, to be the most runs we've put up in an inning by any team that I've been the general manager of. And I think it might be the most runs combined by two teams because the Angels had 3 runs in the top of that inning. So I'm not sure about that, the second part, but I'm fairly certain we have not scored more than 11 runs in any one inning since I've started these sims. So you saw some history yesterday, and Jerry McNertney had 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. He was the player of the game. Our starting pitcher, John Gelnar yesterday lasted just long enough to get the win, and then we yanked him out of there, and the bullpen did their gerbs. So we move on to game 2 of the 3-game series. We want to keep this game moving as much as we can today because we do have the 1984 Detroit Tigers season replay preseason video where we show the free agent signings and also all the trades from the offseason from the 1983 conclusion. So that will be coming up later today, maybe much later, depending upon how long it takes these videos to upload. We do have our ace on the mound, so that's good for us. Gene Brabender getting the start. Current Angels are batting 158 against him. So that is something that we'll benefit from today, I'm sure. All the bullpen arms are healthy and ready to go. And then our lineup, again, versus another lefty, is George Brunet, a left-hander there. We have all of our lineup in there versus left-handers, including Don Kessinger getting another start at third base. Had a great game. Kessinger had 3 hits yesterday. Okay, let's take a look at the lineup rundown for the California Angels. Batting leadoff, playing left field is Ethan Blackaby. Batting second in right field is Jay Johnstone. Batting third in center field is Tom Silverio. Batting cleanup, playing first base is Doug Howard. Batting fifth at second base is Bobby Knoop. Batting sixth and catching is Randy Brown. Batting seventh at shortstop is Marty Perez. Batting eighth at third base is Bill Bethea. And batting ninth is George Brunet. Okay, let's take a look here at Gene Brabender. Pitched really well his last start, getting his 9th win, making his 19th start overall. He's 9-2 with that 3.04 ERA, 96 strikeouts in 127 and a third innings pitched. He just needs 4 Ks to make 100. That would be a minor achievement, I think, considering he's never done that before. Opponents are batting .202 against him. He's got 2 complete game shutouts. Fastball tops out at 87 miles an hour. Doesn't really have one anyway. The slider is his best pitch, followed by the sinker. That 2-seam fastball, below league average as well. Overall, he is rated an 82. The 27-year-old righty goes to arbitration at the end of the year. Let's take a look at his log. He had 7 strikeouts against the Angels just last week. That is the second most Ks he's thrown all year. Actually, the third most because he has 9 versus Oakland and 9 versus Baltimore as well. So, okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the defense for the Pilots. Once again, we are deficient behind the plate at first and second. But we got the job done yesterday, and I would expect us to probably clobber Brunet as well. So here we go. with Ethan Blackaby leading off versus Gene Brabender. Blackaby, ground ball in the hole at short. One down. I got to adjust my headset volume here. Okay, so we get the first guy out. Good job by Brabender. That's going to bring up Jay Johnstone, 242 hitter, 6 home runs. Frozen rope to center field. Play made by Agee. 2 outs. That will bring up Tom Silverio from Transylvania, and he walks. First base runner for the Angels. Doug Howard, cleanup hitter, is up. He's still batting .309. Putting together a good short season so far. As he taps it back to Brabender, and that will do it. So we go to the bottom of the first inning. Let's take a look at our lineup rundown. Okay, batting leadoff, playing second base, is Gary Sutherland. Batting second in left field is Lou Piniella. Batting third and catching is Jerry McNertney. Batting cleanup, playing first base is Deron Johnson. Batting fifth in right field is Tommie Agee. Batting sixth in center field is Don Bosch. Batting seventh at third base is Don Kessinger. Batting eighth at shortstop is Freddie Patek. And batting ninth is Gene Brabender. Let's take a look at George Brunet, making his 23rd start of the year. 9-9 with a 3.67 ERA. That's all pretty respectable. 103 strikeouts in 159 and the third innings pitched. He's given up 15 home runs this year. Opponents are batting .245 against him. He's got 5 complete games and 2 shutouts. Fastball tops out at 90 miles an hour. That is his best pitch. He's a 2-pitch pitcher. Fastball, forkball combo. Overall rated an 80. The 34-year-old left-hander goes to free agency at the end of 1972. Let's look at his log. He pitched against us last on June 14th. He took the loss, going 6 2/3, giving up 6 runs on 9 hits. And then he pitched against us way back in April. And he got the win, going 9, throwing a shutout. A one-hitter, in fact, back on April 23rd. So he's pretty solid. This guy is on the block, too. We've only got 8 days to the trade deadline. And I think we're pretty set, I think. Take a look at the defense for the Angels. Out there in left field, that is Blackaby, rated 75. Otherwise, pretty solid all the way around. Okay, Gary Sutherland leading off. He's got a home run in his career versus George Brunet. And a base hit to center. Sutherland averaged back up to 320. It dropped down to, I think, 306, and now he's just raking. Let's hit and run with Piniella, something he does well. He's got a 91 contact. Ground ball in the hole at short. Sutherland will advance as the only play was to first. So that's going to bring up yesterday's hero, Jerry McNertney. McNertney, 2 home runs to give him 7 on the year. He goes to right, get down. It's going to be caught. Sutherland will tag, go to third. He is safe. Go-ahead run, 90 feet away for Deron Johnson. Johnson has a home run against George Brunet this year. Inside pitch, pulls it to short, and that will do it. We're going to strand that runner at third. Go to the top of the second. Bobby Knoop leading off, followed by Brown and Perez. Knoop, first pitch, swinging, popping it up on the infield, carrying to the outfield grass at short, where Patek makes the play. 1 out. Here is the catcher, Randy Brown. Brown, ground ball to second. Sutherland making the play. 2 quick outs for Brabender. He's off to a good start. I was just going to say, he doesn't have a strikeout yet. There's a 1-2 count. And Perez pops it up. And that's going to do it. We go to the bottom of the second inning. No score. Tommie Agee leading off. Agee 2 for 3 versus George Brunet. Jams him inside. Comebacker to Brunet, tossing him out at first. 1 out. Don Bosch up next. Bosch had a triple yesterday. Line drive to left. It will be caught by Blackaby. And if it wasn't for McNertney crushing it yesterday, I think player of the game would have been Don Kessinger. He had 3 big hits. He had a double, and he strikes out on 3 pitches. 3 fork balls. You can't hit the fork ball. You can't play Major League Baseball. We go to the top of the 3rd inning with Bill Bethea leading off. Bethea, number 8 hitter, batting .223. There's the first strikeout for Brabender. 1 out, and the pitcher batting, Brunet, batting .137. He's had a couple of hits then. And of course, it's the old strikeout walk where you walk the damn pitcher. Unbelievable. This game is so stupid when that happens. Here's the GM, Ethan Blackaby. High fly ball deep to right field. Just shy of the warning track for out number 2. That will bring up perhaps the best hitter on the team, Jay Johnstone. Ground ball to 3rd. Kessinger making the play. To the bottom of the 3rd. Game is moving along. It is Freddie Patek leading off. Patek's overall average up to .211. Starting to see him do some good things as he drops a base hit into right field. Do we want to go for 2? I don't think we run on Jay Johnstone. 60% chance. I know that Brunet has thrown a complete game shutout against us this year, but I think we're going to score some runs, so I don't think we need to we don't need to risk it. Let's go ahead and lay down a bunt here from Brabender. Sometimes you got to risk it for the biscuit. As Brabender drops down a bunt to 3rd. Oh, come on. And he gets the fastest guy on the team at second base. I mean, so we probably should have risked it, right? I mean, he would have been out, or, likely anyway. What a bunch of crap. So this is going to be one of those games, I have a feeling, where we're really going to struggle as we get a base hit to right, and Brabender, we're going to hold him at second. Yeah, that's not a good move. So Sutherland's 2 for 2 today. He's got 2 of the 3 hits. First and second, 1 down. Sweet lose up. Piniella 0 for 5 against Brunet, but he's batting .363 versus lefties. So we're going to let him take a cut. 1-0 count. Popping it up behind home plate. Out number 2. And it will be up to McNertney to drive in the first run. Ground ball up the middle. Playable for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 4th. I'm sorry, top of the 4th. It's Silverio, Howard, and Knoop. Silverio striking out. Second K for Brabender. How much you want to bet there's a walk coming? 1-0 count to Howard. Won't be Howard anyway. Ground ball to 3rd. 2 down. And Knoop. High fly ball into center field. Bosch ranging over, making the play. We are going to the bottom of the 4th. Deron Johnson leading off. We need somebody to go deep here. Just get us on the board already. Johnson grounding out. I don't like to use the same lineup in back-to-back days. I always feel like the second day, much like when NBA players play back-to-back or home and homes or something, like the second game they're typically not going to win. I feel like that's the case in this game too. If you have the same lineup, you don't get the same results. Agee does walk. We have a runner on first. What's the stolen base percentage? Only 68%. Let's give Bosch a shot here. First pitch swinging. Brunet jamming all of our right-handed batters as that ball flies to center field for out number 2. Now with Kessinger up, I think we may as well try to steal. There's 2 down. We're going to send Agee. It's been a while since he's been thrown out. Here he goes. First pitch running. Slow. It was a curveball too, a forkball. And Agee is safe. That is his 24th stolen base on the year. 24 for 30. And Agee's in scoring position for Kessinger. Will he come through? A wild pitch. Moving Agee over. Okay, a base hit scores a run fairly easily. 2-2 count. And he pops it up to third. We're going to the 5th inning. No score. Brabender at 42 pitches with Randy Brown due up. Here we go. 1-0 count to Brown. Ground ball to short. Play made by Patek. 1 out for Marty Perez. Marty popping it up on the infield. Caught on the outfield grass behind second by Patek. 2 outs for Bill Bethea. We got the pitcher up next if he were to get on. And there's the first hit of the ball game for the Angels. It's always the 5th inning when they finally get their first hit. Now will Brunet walk again? Oh, it's caught stealing. Why is Bill Bethea running? Good job by McNertney. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Angels stop the no-hitter. Now we need to get a run on the board here. Come on. Patek walks. There we go. We will definitely bunt again. Brabender unsuccessful first time up. And he strikes out here. All right. Runner on first. 1 down. 70% chance to steal second. Sutherland's 2 for 2, so we're going to let Sutherland take another cut here. Oh, there we go! All the way off the wall in center field. Patek scores. Sutherland 3 for 3 with a double. His 13th double of the season, leading the team. And he's batting .327. He had that lull that I guess ended like maybe 2 or 3 games ago. He's right back at it. Here's Lou Piniella, runner in scoring position, 1 down. Piniella, fly ball into center field. Will Sutherland tag? Nope, 20% chance. Let's see if McNertney can come through. He was clutch all day yesterday. 1-2 count, and he strikes out. Damn it. So we get through the 5th inning. We get the lead on the double by Sutherland. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Now, I tend to believe this is where Brabender begins to struggle. I mean, we've got a 1-run lead, and the pitcher's leading off here, but anything can happen with the pitcher up. Okay, he strikes out. That's what should happen. 1 out, only the 3rd K for Brabender. The GM, that's going to be his nickname, the GM, Ethan Blackaby, at the plate. And he rips it down the right field line, up to the wall for a double. That is Blackaby's 6th double of the season. So that's going to be the tying run right there. Nothing we can do to stop it. So we'll play it out. Well, Johnstone gets jammed inside. Popping it up on the infield. There's out number 2. Silverio. He's a .291 hitter versus righties, and his base percentage is .400. Yeah, they're going to walk him. That's the right move. I have no problem with that. I mean, I don't know if that's like the game is designed that way to intentionally walk. I mean, it's 4 pitches. I did not call an intentional walk, right? So it's 4 straight pitches. Silverio goes to first. And more often than not, when that happens, I'm okay with it. I kind of feel like the game knows that if we're supposed to win this game, how it's predetermined, that has to happen for Brabender to face Doug Howard. So I have a good feeling we're going to get out of this. I was wrong. It's tied at 1. All right. Well, I guess that's what had to happen in order to get the tying run up. So, and then he walks Knoop. Yeah, this is the inning he always falls apart. Let's just get it over with. Bases loaded for downtown Randy Brown. Base hit into center. 2-run score. Here's Marty Perez. Another walk. Bill Bethea, another walk. Pitcher. Ground ball to third. So we give up 4 runs in the inning, and that's probably all they're going to need for today. I wanted to get Brabender through that inning. I mean, we knew it was going to happen, so we just have to sort of accept that. Deron Johnson gets a hit, so leadoff man's on. Will we get the runs right back? We'll see. Nope, as Agee pops it up. Yeah, all no-hitters are all of a sudden turned to getting crushed. He went from walking 2 and giving up no hits to giving up 5 walks or 6 walks and 4 hits. Don Bosch is up. Everybody's popping out. And Kessinger's up next. Base hit. The problem is we have no clutch hitting. We're going to the 7th. We'll take out Brabender. I mean, I know he's due up first next inning. 3 lefties are coming up. We're bringing John Morris. Give him another shot here. He pitched a third of the inning in yesterday's game, going against 1 lefty. Blackaby popping up. 1 out. Johnstone. Walking. Let's just keep it going. Ground ball to first. Error, of course. Keep it going. Fly ball to left from Doug Howard and Bobby Knoop. A balk. This is exactly why this is the worst sim game on the market. And then another walk. Well, he gets to the lefty. It's lefty on lefty violence here. Ground ball to first. Another error? Yep. Okay, so Morris comes out. He didn't give up any runs. All right. So Brunet is in total control right now. We'll bring in Jose Vidal. He's over 3 in pinch hit opportunities. 0 for 4. Sutherland, the only guy that brought his bat today. Moving on to the 8th. We will replace... okay, we'll bring in Diego Agee. He did not play yesterday. Oh, come on. Man, this game sucks so bad. Oh, my God. And he's stealing up 3 runs in the 8th inning. That had to be a missed hit and run or some shit. Base hit to center. We'll pull the corners in, but I don't know why he'd be bunting here, but he is. And, of course, his bunt's successful. That's how you knew we were going to lose this game. is the first bunt by Brabender was a force out. The second time he tried to bunt, he struck out. Another walk. The worst hitting team in the American League, and we can't throw the ball over the plate. And when it does, that's what happens. Everybody scores. And then there's our strikeout after they score, of course. Going to the bottom of the 8th inning. Walk. Fly ball. Strikeout and Bosch. Ground ball. Going to the 9th inning. We'll keep Diego in there. Doug Howard, base hit up the middle. And an error. There we go. That's exactly what we should do. Give us a balk and a pass ball and a wild pitch. Worst game on the planet. I don't understand how like a game could be released to be this horrible. You're going to bring in Ricky Clark. Kessinger flying out to center field. I was having a debate with one of my friends who plays this game, and we both came to the conclusion that the last good version of Baseball Mogul, of course he has to get a hit because the pitcher's up next. The last good version of Baseball Mogul was 2017. Since then, every version has been like a deteriorating photocopy. Okay, we can bring in Pepitone here, since it's a lefty with the righty on the mound. And walks. Sutherland. Are they going to give us some garbage runs here? 2 down. This should be the ball game here with Lou. McNertney. There we go. Okay, so we lose 6-1. That'll do it. We had a no-hitter going, and then we walked every batter we could possibly walk. Take a look at the standings. We are now 5.5 back. It's amazing to me that Cleveland is hanging in there with Baltimore, 1.5 back now. The Yankees are 3 back. Yankees are a terrible team in this game, but somehow I guess the game feels like they have to let them win. Washington, well, they must, I don't know, like Washington, 500 team, they have the most home runs. National League, San Diego gets the win. They have 26 now. There we go. Pittsburgh and the Mets are tied in the East. That's cool. Let's go ahead and pull up. Oh, no, let's actually just take a look at the headline news. That's what we'll do. Headline news, Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. This game sucks. That should be the headline. Oakland defeats Minnesota. Lead now 1.5. All right. Vita Blue. Inflamed rotator cuff for Cesar Tovar. He doesn't play every day anyway. A great player like Tovar, and they're play him for splits. Transactions. Okay, so Adolfo Phillips of the Cubbies gets a 5-year extension. And of course, I have to go in there and edit it because the game doesn't know free agent major league contracts for some reason. So I've got to fix that. Tom Bradley of the Angels, maybe, and it's got a wrist fracture. It's going to be out 32 days. Gale Hopkins of the White Sox is going to miss 25 days for a collarbone. Just a collarbone. Not a broken collarbone. Just a collar. He's got an extra collarbone. Maybe that's what it is. And Cesar Tovar is going to miss a month due to rotator cuff. Rotator cuff injury. Oh, my God. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and pull up the box score and get out of here. Yeah, so later on this afternoon, it's actually noon exactly right now, as you can see down there in the corner. So after this game gets uploaded, I'm going to jump right in, and we will do the first video of the 1984 Detroit Tigers season replay. We're going to take a look at the free agent signings. We're going to take a look at the offseason trades. It should be a lot of fun. It might be a little bit longer of a video. It is not going to be the division previews and all that stuff that I do. We're not going to get into team by team. We're just going to look at the transactions for the offseason. And then coming up every Monday after, the first Monday is of March, for those 4 weeks, we're going to do each division, and we'll take a look at who the best teams are in the divisions. So Gary Sutherland, player of the game. He went 3 for 5, drove in our only run. Gene Brabender takes the loss. He had to. He gave up 6 walks, only 4 hits. He had a no-hitter going into the 5th inning. And then in the 5th and the 6th, he gives up 3 hits, 4 runs, 4 walks in there as well. So pretty horrible. The bullpen sucked. Everything sucked. Okay, that's going to do it. We're going to be back a little bit later on today. So until then, everyone, have a great